This is MGTOW Moses from MGTOW Mafia. Great to be back here. We're going to rock it in 2020. Now, by the way, just because a person's MGTOW doesn't mean that they have to go be asexual and go play with themselves all day. I happen to love being with a female if she's the right one. And I know 98% of them are no good. And that's why I run these videos to give you practical advice. But today's title is a little bit controversial. And I'm sorry if it might offend you guys out there. We'll see what you think in the comment box. But today's title is called Ban Females from Voting. And I believe this sincerely from the bottom of my heart for so many reasons. We're going to begin by talking about the F word, the F-R-E-E, stuff word, that females get. They get a lot of it. They get so much free stuff, it's not funny. Especially the ones that are either married or divorced, and the ones that are single and dating. They get a lot of free stuff if you really think about it. They get everything from the man, the food, the health insurance, the car insurance. They get the clothes from the man. They get gifts from the man. They go on vacations. They travel. The man builds them things. The man fixes them things. The man repairs their plumbing. The man repairs their electric. The man installs appliances in the house. The man does the landscaping. So why should they be allowed to vote when the man gives them everything and for free? Just because a female gets things free, it should not entitle them to the right to vote. Same thing here for single moms and single females. They're always obtaining goods and services as part of their entitlements, including Medicaid, health care, free mammograms, child support, alimony, quote-unquote battered women's shelters, food stamps, housing, free tampons in schools, prisons, and workplaces, and much more. Can you imagine if a man received all these free services? Would they allow this type of a man to vote? I say probably not. And what about the military service? You don't see females being drafted into the military. They're not required to fight a war. That's enough reason right there why females should not be allowed to vote. There are probably females watching this video right now saying to themselves, or maybe commenting in the text, that they work and they pay taxes and they deserve the right to vote. Nothing could be further than the truth because they really work less hours. Therefore, they're paying less taxes. And on top of that, they're saying, but what about the wage gap? So now they're suing for the fake, erroneous, false wage gap thing where they're really working less and that's why they're getting paid less. And so now there's laws on the books and even some companies are volunteering to pay these females more. So now they're working less, getting paid more than men for doing nothing. And that shouldn't entitle them for the right to vote. Now, as a man, or maybe even as a female, have you ever brought somebody that you're paying for, of course, another female that would be, to a restaurant and watch them choose from the menu? They have a very hard time choosing from any menu. It will take them forever to decide what they want, if they can even do it at all. I don't even know if they're capable of knowing what they want. But looking on the bright side, they kind of do know what they want, and that would be that they want free stuff from a man. So they will vote for any man that will give them free stuff. That's why the system is rigged. Whichever politician promises the most free stuff for these females, they're going to automatically vote for them. And at the same time, sometimes it's great for a female to vote the same way as another person, specifically her husband. Because if she didn't vote the same way as her husband, she would have a real problem, and those two should not be paired together. They shouldn't be married. So being that it's more moral and ethical to vote the same way as your husband, you really don't need to vote because your husband is your agent. And just because you're a single female or a single mom, It should not entitle you to special privileges or rights, which would be to vote. Females also have a very easy life. Whether they're in the military, they don't have to do as many push-ups. They don't have to do the push-ups the same way. They do them on their knees. They don't even have to run the same speed. They don't have to have the same strength as the man. Yet, they get the same status as a military man does. Yet, if they were ever to be drafted out in the military field, they would all get their asses kicked, and they know they can't do it. And that's why you rarely see females out on the battlefield. I saw one, and she was on total steroids. All that testosterone she was taking made her go mad, and they wound up throwing her out of the military anyway because she was so mentally ill. Also, in STEM research, they have lowered the bar, or they're thinking about it anyway, for all females. They want to make it easy for females to be involved in STEM research. So they're lowering the bar for females for anything they do, because whatever they do, they get the easy pass, or they're just simply getting things free. So in conclusion, all these things free and the easy passes that the females are getting means that, I'm not going to say all females, but I'm going to say 98% of them are not capable. Therefore, they're also not capable of voting. Don't allow them to vote. Ban all females from voting. Hey, this is MGTOW Moses. Smash that like button, subscribe, and look me up on Facebook, MGTOW Moses from MGTOW Mafia. I'm going to say so long. Bye-bye now.